Tapu Fini is in raids from May 10th to May 25th in Pokemon Go. But is it any good and worth your raid passes? Let's get into it. Tapu Fini is a fairy and water type Pokemon. It has a base attack of 189, base defense of 254, and base stamina of 172, with a max CP at level 50 of 3,230. Learning the fast moves Water Gun and Hidden Power, and charge moves Surf, Moonblast, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump. Let's start by taking a look at this Pokemon in raids. Being a statistically defensive Pokemon, unfortunately it won't stack up well as a raid attacker. As a water type raid attacker, its best moveset is going to be Water Gun and Surf with a DPS of 12.495 at level 51. And for fairy, it's going to have Water Gun and Moonblast, of course no fairy fast move, at 11.521. Taking a look at it compared to other water type attackers, unfortunately it's going to be outclassed by so many Pokemon, and you will find it on the 6th page, close to Pokemon like Pelipper, Kingdra, Politoed, Pokemon you never use as water type raid attackers. And since it doesn't have a fairy fast move, it's harder to classify it against other fairy types. So instead, let's take a look at the top fairy type counters against the Pokemon Palkia. Taking a look here, we're going to see Tapu Fini on the 5th page near Pokemon like Floette, Mr. Mime, Snubbull, Togekiss in terms of DPS. All the other 3 Tapus, Bulu, Koko, and Lele are better fairy type attackers than this Pokemon. It's not going to be good in raids. Since this Tapu is so defensive, it has a lot of potential in PvP. You can actually have this Pokemon for the Great League by trading one, as if you trade it with a best friend or lower, there's actually a chance that you go under 1500 CP and you can run this Pokemon in the Great League. By the way, in PvP for fast moves, you're going to want to run Water Gun, and for charge moves, you can switch up between Surf, Moonblast, and Ice Beam, kind of like a Zoomer. Taking a look at Tapu against the Great League, this is what we have. Whenever there's an X, it means Tapu wins, and whenever there's a circle, it means Tapu loses that matchup. And I have 3 different Tapu Finis with all 3 potential movesets. As you can see, Tapu Fini actually does pretty well in the Great League. This Pokemon has a lot of bulk and is similar in terms to a Azumarill, so obviously it's going to do well, countering a lot of Metamons, Galarian Stunfisk, Scrafty, Medicham, and all in all, it's just a really good typing fairy and water. Now in the Ultra League, it's going to do well, but a little bit worse, I would say. It does counter a lot of strong Metamons right now, like Talonflame, Charizard, Scrafty, Galarian Stunfisk, and it can even beat Giratina Altered with its Moonblast. It does still struggle against a lot of meta picks, Registeel, for example, Trevenant, Walrein, and Venusaur, but all in all, it's still pretty strong. It's going to be the Ultra League Azumarill, but with a little bit worse of a moveset. Finally, in the Master League, probably where it'll do probably the worst. As you can see, it can beat a couple Mons, but I think the Master League just has too many high stat product Mons with a lot stronger in general stats, so it will struggle up there. Think of it as a Cresselia in the Master League. Although it is a legendary, it's just way too defensive and doesn't have enough attack power to really compete with those other Master League Mons. All in all, my final thoughts is that you can avoid Tapu Fini for raids, but in the PvP metas, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have one for the Great and the Ultra League, and even potentially the Master League. Again, this is like the legendary version of Azumarill, but with a little bit worse of a moveset, because Water Gun as a fast move is not a great move, but still will be worth a couple raid passes to get one for those leagues and have fun crushing people. Comment below if you're going to be spending your raid passes on Tapu Fini in Pokemon Go, if you're going to be grinding this raid boss. If you guys didn't know, this Pokemon does not have a shiny, so if all you care about is the shiny, there's no point in raiding this Pokemon at all. But have an amazing rest of your day, guys, and follow for tips. Peace.